You know, they say that nice guys finish last, but recently it's truly obvious that that's not the case. It's certainly not all the time because Derek Jeter just became the first New York Yankee ever in the history of the franchise to get 3,000 hits. I mean, that's almost unbelievable. When you think of the great people that have played their whole careers with the Yankees, Mickey Mantle, Babe Ruth played the vast majority of his career with the Yankees. Joe DiMaggio, Lou Gehrig, I mean, Reggie Jackson. You go on and on. There's so many amazing athletes that have played with the Yankees. And none of them, Yogi Berra, none of those guys, so many people that are in the Hall of Fame have ever gotten 3,000 hits. And I remember when Jeter came up as a rookie, I'll never forget it. You know, he's just a really quiet, unassuming guy back then, just a consummate team player. And as the years have gone by and he's won all the World Series rings and he gets all the endorsement deals, he has all the beautiful girlfriends. He just has everything you could possibly imagine getting as a professional athlete. You know, he's gotten 200 hits numerous seasons. I think it's 7 different seasons. Been on the All-Star team virtually every year. He's just got so much going on, but he's still such a down-to-earth guy. To me, with all the other people chasing free agency and money and so much about the individual chasing after their accomplishments, Derek Jeter's never been like that. He really is ultimately all about the team. So nice guys can go ahead and finish, and they can finish first, and they can win championships, but they can also do so while they're doing some pretty remarkable things individually. To me, I am just so overwhelmingly happy for Derek Jeter. I want to say I'm proud of him. It's not like he's my son, but I'm proud of him. I mean, he's done it the right way. That's all you can really say about it. And I just want to encourage you, whatever your field of endeavor is, to do it the way he does. He's such a great example of just a 100% class act. And, you know, he went ahead, and if you don't follow baseball and you don't know, 3,000 hits is a lot. I don't know how many people played in the major leagues, but it's got to be tens of thousands, if not well over 100,000. And less than 30 players ever in the history of the game for well over 100 years have ever gotten 3,000 hits. And he's the 4th youngest person to ever be able to accomplish that. So it's really pretty remarkable. And you get 3,000 hits not by having a great surge one season. You have to be consistent year after year after year after year after year after year after year. And the bottom line is that's what you want to do to attain success in whatever business you're in. There's so many one-hit wonders, if you will. There's so many people that have a good season or have a good year in business. How many people do it year after year after year? And anyone who's been around for a long time understands that you don't attain greatness and you don't attain wealth by doing one thing well one time. It's mastering the mundane. It's doing the boring things that so many people just don't have the time and energy and the willpower to be able to do. They don't have the discipline to do them. Derek Jeter has discipline, man. He goes to spring training every year. He does the little things again and again and again. And the key thing is he doesn't just do them, but he does them with enthusiasm. And now, 17 years later, he has 3,000 hits. He's a captain of the Yankees. Very rarely do the Yankees even name a captain. That's a major honor. It just goes to show you all the respect he has from his manager, from the people, his teammates that are in the locker room with him. I mean, just really an amazing guy. And I got to tell you, the most ironic thing about this is I'm not a Yankees fan. I do not like the fact that they just go out and buy all the best players and they have the highest payroll. That kind of stuff drives me crazy. But Derek Jeter is so remarkable that even though he's on a team that I root against all the time, I couldn't help but draw attention to how remarkable he is. And I'll leave you with this thought. I mean, now he is in his 17th year, and he's not having the best year of his career by any means. And he's been getting a lot of grief in the media, and he's had a lot of pressure on him to get these 3,000 hits. And it was pretty funny. Someone said to him, you know, well, how did you put all this out of your mind, or you weren't doing very well, something along those lines. How do you handle that? And he goes, well, I learned a long time ago to have a really short memory. I think that's a really good teaching lesson for some of you guys. You have to have a short memory. See, imagine being in the media center of the world, New York City, and having a bad game or two or a bad week or two. Imagine how you're getting slammed by the papers, the people in the media, the radio, the TV. Everyone's just slaughtering you. If you haven't watched sports TV or listened to sports radio, whoever is hot is the greatest player in the history of the world, and whoever is not is a complete loser. Imagine being under that kind of pressure. And I'm just telling you, here's a guy who learned early early in his career, you have to have a really short memory. You failed, oh well, you failed, no big deal. Forget about it, didn't even happen. It's obviously served him really well, all the way to 3,000 hits. It's time for you to have a short memory. It's time for you to give yourself a break. Stop beating the crap out of yourself when you do something wrong. Have a short memory, just like Derek Jeter, and then maybe you too can stand the test of time. Just remember to do it while you're being a good guy or a good gal, depending, of course, on your gender. That's it for right now. One more clip of Edutainment Weekly coming at you in the next 7 days. Take care.